to be rehearsing for day 344 of consistently helping people build consistency. Hi, I'm Laksana, just an average person trying to be consistent, and I want to be the best at helping people build consistency. That's why I need to rehearse every single day, because currently I'm fully aware that I'm not the best at helping people build consistency. So yeah, I need to improve my English, improve my communication skills, and I need to rehearse. Like actually, some few days ago, for the past few days, I haven't really done any live stream yet because I'm really busy with college and the final exam stuff. And yeah, basically, I'm gonna be rehearsing one of the script now. So why cannot we be consistent at doing something that even we think as something that we are passionate about? Okay, thank you, Lucky Adolf. At least you show up. Good luck for your coaching classes. Yeah, thank you for coming to this live stream. So here's the thing, why do we actually procrastinate even doing the things that we to some extent like? Why do we procrastinate? Why do we fail to be consistent even doing the things that we actually love? Okay? Why do we procrastinate? Okay, big chance we fail because we procrastinate so much on doing that thing. But the big question here, why do we procrastinate if the thing that we are going to be doing is the thing that we actually enjoy? Like, so for example, me and myself, okay, I need to create videos on a day-to-day basis, and to some extent, I really do enjoy talking to the camera and basically just, speaking to the camera and speaking my scripts. But also, I need to admit that I like to procrastinate doing my recordings, doing my live stream. So the question here, why do I procrastinate even doing the things that I supposed to be enjoying? The thing that I'm passionate about? Well, it is precisely because this is the thing that I really like, this is the thing that I love. Well, I have a really high expectation to myself of how should I perform, okay? Oh yeah, I need to be able to perform at this level, for example. I imagine myself being fluent, talking to the camera. I imagine myself being good in English and also have some proper argumentation on the scripts. But when it comes to actually showing up to the camera, to speaking to the camera, I actually exposing myself to my real ability. Okay, when I actually there's two different things between expecting myself to perform in a certain way versus actually showing up to perform on that particular day. Basically, showing up means I'm exposing myself to my real ability, how good my English is, how well can I speak, and so on and so on, right? So basically, for example, I have this level of expectation of how good should I perform, okay? But in reality, when I just show up, it turns out that, my ability is right here. And yeah, it turns out that I'm not fluent enough, I'm not good enough in my English. I cannot deliver my speech in a fluent manner. And actually, it's something painful, okay? It's something painful to realize that, hey, actually, my ability is not as high as I expect it to be. And consistency means consistently showing up. And consistently showing up means that I need to consistently confront reality of that, hey, you know what, actually my real ability is not as good as I expect it to be. And I also, there are going to be days when my speech actually exceeds my own expectation, okay? It turns out to be better than my expectation. I can execute the script better than I expected to execute. And here's the thing, on these days, I kind of have this benchmark to myself that, whoa, actually I can perform this good. Actually I can perform this well. But here's the thing, there's no guarantee at all that I can also perform as good as I used to be. Okay? Different day, different performance. And this is actually one of the things that can make me procrastinate even more. Okay, because I'm afraid, what if I show up today, what if I create a video today and it turns out that I'm not as fluent as I used to be, okay, and it's painful, okay. to basically confront reality. Oh yeah, one of the evaluation that I wanted to make is I need to decrease the filler words that I have, something like, like, and also, um, and also, okay. Okay, I need to decrease using those words because it sounds really repetitive. And actually, I use those words when I don't really know what to say. So here's the thing, okay? And also, uh, when we are trying to be good at doing something, big chances there are also people who are supporting us in being good at that particular field. And we do not want to disappoint them by, what do you say, by decreasing, okay? We got this fear inside of our head. What if I could not perform as good as they expected me to perform? And basically, these things are being an obstacle for us to actually show up consistently. So how do we actually manage to solve this problem? How do we actually create a really practical example, a really practical way on how to solve this problem? I believe the solution is really simple. We need to remind ourselves on a day-to-day basis about the right perspective on how to see consistency. So the thing that we are going to be doing here is that we are going to be grabbing a pen and a paper and basically just write down a new perspective that we wanted to adopt, okay? So we need to remind ourselves that, hey, you know what, actually, yes, I'm not going to perform as good as I used to be every single day. My performance are going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's realistic, that's to be expected. I'm not going to perform as good as, just perform as good as I used to be. But if I just stick to it on the long run, if I just constantly show up every single day consistently and learn from my previous performance, well, one day, like on the long run, I'm going to be good at doing this thing. On the long run, I'm going to get the results. And yeah, basically, we are just basically reminding ourselves that even the top players, the professional athletes, they show up every single day, even when they don't perform as good as yesterday. And yeah, it's painful, it's disappointing, but if you just do not show up, well, you are not going to get good, which maybe you are currently not really that good though, actually. So the key is to just show up and take the reality that you are not going to perform as you expected you are going to perform. But that's reality, and that's okay. That's the prerequisite. That's the thing that you need to encounter in order to be good at doing something. And basically, after we read this paper, we are basically going to be doing our thing, okay? Basically, we remind ourselves of the right mindset, and after we do it, we basically do the thing, because we are going to prove to ourselves that we actually win against our fear. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.